some observability layer for our AI chatbot. Let me quickly go ahead and delete uh, one one problematic live. I don't want that to be there. So yeah, this one is fine. This one I need to delete. Delete forever. Perfect. And hope streaming is working fine. Let me quickly check my audio. All right. Yes. Now, let me close everything. Okay. Now, till last live, we were able to add one observability layer for our AI chatbot. And this was super required. Reason being, when we add some query to our chatbot, it goes through LLM, but before that, uh, we construct some context. And in that query, whatever the messages we will pass, that we will have to understand. So that context and this whole query and everything we need to understand fully. So for that we have added this observability layer, and if I filter it out by 7 days, because I think we added this like 2 3 days before, and let's try to understand the query. So when I open this specific example, specific query, so if you see this feedback is nothing. Which tool is called send email tool is called, right? Because we were trying to call the email, send email use with a human in the loop. Here is a summary of the conversation to date. I'm an AI assistant, and there is no prior conversation history. So we were thinking, although if you remember, we were able to add one middleware layer. I can show you that in the code also. This one, summarization middleware, but this is not working because you can clearly see there is no prior context to the conversation. The only reason we were able to get our previous chats is because of we have this check pointer memory, and this is something not for the production, it is only for the local development. Okay, so it clearly means that we still don't have any persistent memory, and we still don't have any memory management system so that we can pass our previous messages to our AI chatbot. So that is the problem we are trying to solve today. We will be adding new memory to our chatbot, and we will not keep it temporary. In fact, we want to keep it session wise, somewhere stored for the longer time. Then later on we will decide what how we will pass that messages. We will summarize it, or we will directly pass those messages, that we will decide. But for now we'll have to add one solid memory management system for our AI chatbot. So let's try to search something. Store AI chatbot conversation history and summary. So we'll try to understand the cheapest way. Memory with summarizing and using LangGraph. Context exploring memory approaches. Full conversation storage for summarized travels. Nothing was okay. Incremental summarization. Okay. What I want is I want at least 10 messages should be as it is. Summarize chat. Okay. Summarize conversations. All right. All right. LangChain. It's a LangChain example. So showing AI chatbot conversation history and summarize the LangChain is essential context over the longer time. Okay. conversation chain, conversation memory, open LLM. What it does is implementing examples, summarizing conversation history. Okay, this approach uses memory to create a concise summary of conversation which updated with every new interaction. Conversation summary. Okay, this is again, I guess, middleware layer, memory, LLM, OpenAI temperature. Okay, fine. But this again, not persistent. Yeah, this was not a persistent. Key components of persistent storage. Uh, if I ask, let's say, AI chatbot conversation history, let's forget about summary for now. Using key approaches in memory storage. Okay, persistent storage, SQL database, use SQL chat message history or PostgreSQL. Okay, I think we should go ahead with Postgres. It's the simplest and easiest way to add your memory. Uh, Store AI chatbot conversation history in LangChain using Postgres. Install requirements. Okay, store all chatbot conversation history in LangChain using Postgres. Initialize the history, LangChain Postgres. Okay, conversation history. All right, let me open my PG admin. We will need to, if you don't have it installed, you'll have to install it. Since I already have it, I will simply use what I have, right? It is launching till now. You can manually add message to the database, retrieve them from the model, the message use. Um, the way I want is I will store recent 10 I will fetch recent 5 to 6 messages as it is, but for older history I want summarized context. All right, so if you understand this, my idea is to keep the recent messages as it is, but I want to keep like older messages summary, not the exact messages. To understand sliding window, yeah, this is a sliding window. To implement sliding window with the history summarization, the system must handle distinct tasks. Permanent record all new messages to SQL using Postgres message history. Dynamically slice and summarize those messages right before passing it to LLM. Okay. Um, okay. And what is the architecture? It is a Postgres chat message history. Fine. Fetch all. Okay. Older than 5. Okay. A user discussed summarized by LLM. Most recent 5 messages. System summary message, recent messages to LLM. Okay, okay. It's a pretty simple, um, straightforward example. But the thing is that we are fetching all the chats history. Um, Code below intercept the full database history, isolate the newest message summarized everywhere. Okay, let's see what it does. Database connection, then get the session history. So that is nothing but connection string session ID. All right. But where are we getting this session ID from? Get the session history. Session ID. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Session ID, session ID. Okay, anyways, so first of all, we need database, right? Why the approach makes efficiency immutable ledger. Your Postgres table contains 100% of new undefined conversation, unedited conversations. Okay, no database bloat. Okay, anyways, fine. Would you like to explore how to store a rolling summary directly into a separate database column to avoid resummarizing hold? Yes, obviously. I want every time I want to store a rolling summary so that it will be persisted there and I don't need to uh, spend my lot of tokens there. To store running summary in a separate column, avoid resummarizing everything from scratch every turn. You should maintain a separate tracking table. Okay, conversation summaries. This state machine um, architecture allows you to fetch the last known summary. Okay, fine. I understood. Okay, for now, I'll create one table. Let's plan database. Okay, I have this PG admin open for me. I'll show you. Okay, so this is my PG admin, and if you see my databases, I have this sessions database. I will reuse this database. See, I've already created some basic example here. Content created at role, then okay. So I think we will try to reuse this. This is sufficient. This is my messages, and okay, let's see. I will give it to my LLM. I am using this. Um, is it fine? And then we of course need one more table for our summarized storage. But let's see what the LLM says. Yes, your custom schema is excellent, much cleaner for production than the long LangChain default generic table layout. Using this UUID type ensures the rapid lookup and explicitly tracks role content and created at. Okay, fine. Required schema tweaks. Okay, create index session ID. Copy. Create index. Without an index session ID inside your message table, Postgres SQL must scan the entire table line by line. Okay. Fix the foreign key deletion rule. Create table messages, serial key, reference session ID, role. Okay, I think this should be fine. Primary key, serial key, current timestamp, session ID, content. Okay, let's see. If I post it here, primary key, reference UID, session ID, but on delete case, cascade, modified. Let me comment this out and let's rerun this. Syntax error. Why is that? Line number 13. Why? Already exist. But let me drop that table only, and then let's rerun this. Fine. Now we have this table sessions. Let me refresh messages. Sessions I will probably delete. Drop. Okay, let's refresh. Ah, sessions. I probably current summary. Okay, session. Okay, fine. Where is session table? I think, yeah, conversation summaries. So not the sessions. I will use conversation summaries table. Let's comment this out. In fact, I'll delete this one and let's run it. Let's refresh this. Conversations sessions. Refresh. Conversation summaries. I don't want this table. Let's drop it. Oh, I think there is some. If you want to drop the table sessions. Are you sure you want drop session? Okay, drop. Can't drop the table sessions because other projects depends on it and consistent message ID. Table message. Okay, anyways, fine. Um, okay, for now, let's just conversation summary primary key. Summaries, conversation summaries primary key, session ID, summary. Okay, fine. I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Uh, tables, query tools, search objects. Fine. All right. I think that now let's just start making connection. So this is my session. Connection. Properties. This is localhost. Then maintenance Postgres. Username is Postgres. Password is nothing. Yeah, let's see how we can interact with it. Let me bring it to something else. Now let's say DB operations. Yes, I already have it. Insert into database, localhost, root, sessions. Okay, perfect. Let me delete this one and we'll create it from scratch. I was trying out few things and I left it after some time. So, okay, anyway, so inside I have new folder here, DB. Let me squeeze it a little bit. Okay, and let's create new folder. Let's say db underscore operations dot py. Okay, now the first thing we need here is although obviously we will not copy this thing from scratch. Here they need LangChain Postgres. Okay, from LangChain Postgres, Postgres chat history. Okay, core messages, system messages. Oh, what is this library? Let me understand this first. Postgres distance strategy enumerates distance strategies, LangChain preferences. Okay, modules, vector. Where is the vectors? Vector store. Okay, anyways, so it's a library that might be helping with storage. Maybe connection, psy copy. I don't know why it's a it should be simplest. Update the summary in database. Update database summary in new delta. What is this new delta? Insert into conversation summaries. Okay, summaries, updated summaries. Perfect. I think this one I understood. Uh, what is this? Why do we need like such a complex? Is it normal? Okay. I'll just try to search one thing. Python Postgres connection PG. Okay, 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 okay. I think it's the only way. Okay, fine, 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 fine. So I was kind of doubting on this. Anyways, so this is the only way, I guess. We need this, and let me import PSY call. I don't know. Oh, COPG. Then we need a Postgres. Then core messages from human. Then LangChain core messages. Okay. System messages, human messages. All right. Fine. 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 System messages. Fine. Okay. Fine. LangChain core prompts. So, okay, it is giving. Does it give me like all the chat messages that is being uh, that is in this specific session storage? Is it like that? System messages. I don't know. LLM invoke human message prompt. Okay. Update rolling summary. Yeah, anyways, we will keep this update rolling summary. See, this is using our which table. This is a prompt you are oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. This is separate one. Huh? This is for your this thing summarizer only. And where does it store? It doesn't store the value, but it is just summarizing it. Okay, here it is storing. Execute turn. Updated summary, current summary. Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, okay. I think I understood. I understood this. So get summary, connection, string. Okay, perfect. Window size is 5. Okay. I think, in fact, I should be storing this in constant files, but for now, let's just keep it as it is. Then Postgres connection URL. I don't know how to maintain that. Yeah, this is how, no? pg2admin.connect, not this one. API key. I'll need to, yeah, LangChain, Gen AI, operation, load environment, API key, perfect. Now here, database name, connection, okay. Database connection string. Mm, copy. Let's see how they connect. Connection string to copy. Okay, I will use this as a but I need more of a this structure, right? Uh, is it jumbling? No, right? It's not that complicated. Let's put it above and then some below and then some below. Okay, fine. Um, username. Username is my Postgres. The password currently it's empty, and everything is fine. Your database name is gonna be uh, What's that? Let me find sessions. Sessions. All right. Okay, fine. So we this is our database connection. Then that current summary. Okay, what it will do is this function will fetch initialize summary from database. Okay, select summary from summary is where, okay, session ID. Perfect. Simple query to fetch all the messages stored in the database for that specific session. Fair enough. Then this update the summary. Okay, insert into conversation summary. Okay, uh, summary updated that. Okay, update database summary with a new delta. I don't know what it is. Is it updating chats? No, it's in inserting into conversation. Perfect. I mean, it's just adding. It should be like not update, but it should be add a new chat something. But yeah, keep it. Update rolling summary. We already saw it. It is helping with summarizing it, and then perfect. Now going back, going below. Execution turn. Execution session. Turn history back. Postgres history. History. Postgres chat message history. Execution turn. Finally, connection close. Postgres chat message history. Initialize the LangChain history object. Where are we getting this session from? Haha. Response, invoke history. Okay. Let's try to understand this process. So first we will fetch initialize the chain history object. Okay, message history. So this is function we are calling. No, Postgres chat message history. Postgres chat message history. Chat history session ID. Okay. In fact, what we will do is we will store one random number. We will pass this random number through our login API. Uh, where is it? Where is it? We will pass it through detail invalid credentials, a token, then you have bearer, access token, bearer type. Then I will also pass session ID. And where this session ID is coming from? No, right? So yeah, let's pass this UUID, and we have to store this UUID somewhere to import this UUID. So okay, and we might need to install this also. Okay, then we have chat history, Postgres chat message history. So this is connection, synchronize connection, chat history. What this function does, let me understand. What is what is this function? Is a LangChain component to persist conversation chat history in your Postgres database. It allows chatbot to remember past conversation by storing store chat history in a Postgres. Okay, but how? Sync BB history backend. History backend. Okay. History backend dot messages. All messages. Ah, ah. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Anyways, let's move on. Handle sliding window eviction and incremental summarization if the history exceeds our buffer size, the oldest item in the window. If all messages. But where are we fetching this? This is from Postgres? Then what is the need of that DB operations? DB connection, DB get summary. Okay, okay. This is just to get summary, update all. Okay, 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 okay. This will fetch all the. But what is this chat history? I don't understand this. How does it work? But we don't have any chat history table. We have chat summarizer and what else? We have messages. I see some differences here. Are we sure this chat history is correct table name or it's something else? For your customer attempt. Ah, it is asking me to create new chat history table. Python fetch the history natively, raw history. The schema naturally splits the data into two distinct zones, sessions and messages. Hold on. Now this is you're confusing me. List all table required for this entire operation. I'm confused because I already have one table which I cannot delete. Then yeah, we have this sessions table. This table stores a unique chat session and holds it into single continuously updated summary. Fine, I understood. Messages table, okay. Essential data types, how the data flows, summary, old history. Perfect. So sessions and conversation summary. Sorry, messages table. Okay. Now I have both tables. Tell me how to use it. If it able to give it a proper way, otherwise we will create our own way because we have an idea. Before we query, we have to fetch our previous summary, and then we'll have to somehow find a way where we can filter out only recent 5 or 10, whatever our architectural decision is. We'll fetch only those specific chat messages, and we will use last summarized message. And after that query done, we will summarize the entire conversation again, and then we will store it as a persistent memory, and then obviously we will store that chat again. So that window will be keep on shifting. It's not that hard logic. I don't know why, but this Gemini is, I hate this Gemini. Then the chat turns, window size is 6. Current summary. ठीक है. Summary response, current summary response content. Save and update the summary back to your session. Okay. Isolate the last n rows. Provide exact local context. Prompt system. You are an assistant. Store session ID. We will receive from login API storage. Okay. Execute. session ID. Ensure that session entry exists. Fine. Session. Perfect. I think it's not that great, but it's fine. Like I think this is unnecessary. Whenever we want to insert, we will obviously insert it with the session ID. We don't need to just store the session ID and keep it empty for now, right? This is not required. Execute. Okay. Select a store content from messages. Uh, Let me check quickly my messages table ID, session ID. Perfect. Okay, I think it's created at. Yeah, I think this should work. Then fetch all the length, manage the sliding window boundary. Fine. And the only thing I will change it active sliding. Okay, fine. Chain message active slice, prompt stack from the messages prompt plus stack. Human input. Okay, prompt stack messages. Prompt stack. What is the sliding window? Prompt stack is your assistant. Current summary. Prompt stack dot append system. Context. Current summary. Okay. Prompt stack from message. Chain. Chat prompt template from messages. Message placeholder. Human input. Do I need this? Combine window and your model. Okay. We'll fetch it till here and DB operations. We will simply return LangChain messages, and then from here, okay, from here, let's say pending, find login session ID. This is your session ID. Then where is the chat? Token verification. How are we getting this? Depends on request dot header chat request. chat request, and then obviously I need one session ID. Request dot session ID should be like this. Then once we have this, if not session ID, session no, if not session ID, I will simply return session ID is okay, fine. But yeah, obviously we need a connection, get database connection, then get current summary. No summary found. Is it the right function name? All right. Okay. Anyways, fine. Just a minute. Okay. Chat history system. You are an AI assistant. Current prompt. Okay. Phew. This is just a summary of our chats. We want both, right? We want both. The Let me understand this last function again. If I can reduce size of this. Okay, and let's make it bigger. We don't need this chat window. Okay, fine, cool. So run chat. What it does is copy connection, row factory, distinct rows, connection with current cursor. It will iterate through. Okay, LangChain messages. I want this to be. In fact, I will just shift this to. Okay, while we'll fetch it, insert into session ID, fine. And then select the current summary from the sessions. Okay, chat summary, fetch one, current summary, execute, fetch all row historical messages from your messages table. Okay. Okay, let me clarify this. I will define fetch combine messages, LangChain messages, I'm guessing user will add his query. Yeah, response content, but what this function does. Hmm, no, what I want is, let me control Z this thing. Connection is fine. Till the connection is fine. In fact, I don't need this, right? What I want is at this stage where I have new message coming in. I have session ID. I want one function in between. I want to call one function, combined messages. Okay, here I will only send session ID. Okay, then I will I will create a connection, get current summary. Perfect. If not a summary, then fine. Okay, it's fine. Then I want to get current messages, like old messages. Get old messages. Do I have this function? No. Uh, Current summary. Update the summary. Rolling summary. Combined messages. Definition. Get old messages. Session ID. Select role from the old messages. Async or reverse. And I want this to be a limit also. Limit int 5. Obviously we need this limit here, and fetch all asynchronously. Get all messages, session ID, limit, let's say 6 messages, 6 old messages. This has to be an even number. Old messages. Once I have old messages, for message, yes, we want this. Obviously we want a role binding, because whenever we will store it, that link that this messages from human or AI messages is something will change. So and now I want to combine this old messages, uh LangChain messages, but current summary. Current, no, I will not return it directly, right? Current summary. Let's not return it. Not here also. Combined context. Current chat, and return it. Perfect. Run the chat turn. What is this? No, I don't want this. Okay, this is simple combined chat messages. Now I'll go back here. This is my chat. Okay, here session ID, combined context, and streaming response. I will pass it as a, okay, after headers, maybe I will pass it as a combined context, streaming response, generate, no, user message, and okay. I will not use it here. Instead, I will pass it from here, combined context. Now here in the combined context string, message, AI invoke, system. Okay, combined context. Perfect. System message, AI invoke. Perfect. Now after this event generator call, okay, require pending. Here, I think my time is up. I need to go. I have an office, but we'll continue this probably tomorrow. Nothing much left because yeah, because already a few things are taken care. Just that we have to organize things. Um, I'm not sure. Like this is like in a loop. How at what present time I should start storing those current messages into our database. That is just we need to figure it out. Explain how the agent will. Oh, okay. Get current summary. Okay. Anyways, fine. We'll continue this. For now, I just need to go. Thank you very much.